Hi there, welcome back to our channel where we tell you all you need to bring your dream home into reality. In today's video, we are going to talk about roof as a component of a building, the types of roofs, its advantages and disadvantages, and how you can make the best use of each. For ease of comprehension, I'll be using some of my drawings to show you the different kinds of roof in this course. So, stay tuned as we delve into today's activity. A roof is an essential part of a building that covers the topmost portion to provide protection, to provide shelter and safety from weather elements and external factors. Roofs have various designs and materials that are used, each tailored to suit specific climatic conditions, architectural style, and functional needs. In other words, we can say that roofs are a fundamental component of any structure, providing both functional and aesthetic value. It is right to say that the choice of roof types and material depends on factors such as climate, architectural style, budget, and structural considerations. In summary, roofs come in various types, each with its own design, material, and characteristics. These roof types offer a range of options to suit different architectural styles, climates, and preferences. The choice of the roof type depends on factors such as the building purpose, the location, the climate, and aesthetic goals. So, I'm going to use simple drawings to demonstrate and help us understand the different kinds of roof. This includes the gable roof, the hip roof, Dutch roof, pyramid roof, mansard roof, bonnet roof, scallion roof, carved roof, saltbox roof, butterfly roof, sawtooth roof, dormer roof, jacket head roof, and flat roof, to mention just but a few. The gable roof, which is more like this. A gable roof has two sloping sides that meet at a ridge, forming a triangular shape at its end. It's a simple and common roof type. Can you say that? So that is a gable roof. A gable roof, also known as a pitched or peaked roof, is a common roof design characterized by two sloping sides that meet at a ridge, forming a triangular shape at each end of the building. Now, gable roofs have different advantages and disadvantages. Water and snow drainage. The steep slope of a gable roof allows for efficient water and snow runoff, preventing accumulation and reducing the risk of water damage. So when you use a gable roof, the slope is normally steep, helping the water to run off. Advantage number 2 is ventilation. Gable roofs provide natural ventilation due to the ridge vent at the peak, promoting better airflow and temperature regulation within the building. This is mainly used when you have all this room inside the roof. When you have such a thing, it's better to introduce a gable roof there, such that there will be a kind of ventilation that brings in and takes out air from space. The next advantage of a gable roof, which is provision of attic space. So gable roofs create ample attic or loft space under the sloping side, making it suitable for storage, living area, or additional rooms. So when you want to create an additional room, you want to create an attic, it's better to introduce a gable there. That will give you a good headroom to make use of the space. Another advantage of a gable room is the ease of drainage maintenance. So gable roofs are relatively easy to maintain and repair, especially when compared to flat or low sloping kinds of roof. Then the next advantage is aesthetics. Gable roofs are aesthetically pleasing and can complement various architectural styles, providing a traditional and classic look to the structure. The next one is adaptation. So it's the ease of adaptability. So it is relatively easy to add dormers, windows, or other architectural features to gable roofs, enhancing their appearance and functionality. The last advantage we have here is the quick construction. So gable roofs are typically quicker to construct compared to more complex roof designs, which implies it will save time for the project and also save labor cost during the construction of the project. Now let's talk about the disadvantages. The disadvantages of a gable room include vulnerability to wind. Gable roofs can be vulnerable to high winds and hurricanes, especially if not adequately braced or constructed with proper reinforcement. Now, just take a look at this space now. If the wind is too much and this is not well braced, there is a probability of the wind breaking through and causing some kind of disruption to the roof. 2. Snow accumulation issues. This one is not particular to the sub-Saharan Africa, but to the Western world in most cases. So in regions with heavy snowfall, gable roofs can accumulate large amounts of snow on the sloping side, potentially causing structural issues or requiring snow removal. 3 is proneness to leaks. The intersecting roof planes at the ridge can be susceptible to leaks if not properly sealed or flashed, leading to potential water infiltration. 4 is the limited ceiling space. The triangular shape of a gable roof limits usable space near the eaves, potentially reducing the height of the ceiling in certain areas of the building. So in a situation where you have a room within the gable roof, getting closer to the slopes, you see that there will be slanting ceiling or kind of space within that area. The next is heat retention. Gable roofs can accumulate heat in the attic space, especially if not adequately ventilated, leading to higher indoor temperatures and increased cost of cooling or heating, depending on the location. The next is maintenance of the overhangs. So I've actually had this situation somewhere where after doing the work, and that was a 2-story building, you see that this place, the overhang here, when the breeze comes, that's the first place it hits. And when this place, when the roof there spoils, to maintain it, to replace it, it actually takes a lot, because you have to hire scaffold, you have to do some great work before you can get to that place. So overhangs on the sides of a gable roof may require regular maintenance and painting to prevent weathering and deterioration. Now, it is worthy of note to state that when considering a gable roof for a building, it is important to account for the climate, the wind patterns, and potential snow loads in the area. Additionally, proper construction techniques and regular maintenance can mitigate many of the disadvantages associated with gable roofs. The next on our list is a hip roof. A hip roof is a type of roof design where all sides slope downwards to the walls, typically with a gentle slope, forming a uniformly pitched roof with no vertical ends. I can see this building represents a typical hip roof, where all the sides of the roof slopes downwards to the walls. Now, it has its own advantages and of course some disadvantages too. So let's go into that. First, the advantages. Number one is stability and wind resistance. Hip roofs are more stable and wind resistant compared to gable roofs due to their sloping design on all sides, reducing the overall wind load. Two is durability. The sloping sides of a hip roof make it more durable and less prone to damage from weather elements like snow, ice, or heavy rain or wind. Three is improved drainage. The sloping design facilitates effective water drainage, preventing water accumulation and reducing the risk of leaks or water damage. 4. Aesthetically pleasing. Hip roofs provide an elegant and aesthetically pleasing appearance, enhancing the architectural style of the building. 4. Versatility in design. Hip roofs can be adapted to various architectural styles and can incorporate dormers, skylights, or other design features. The next is energy efficiency. Hip roofs can offer good energy efficiency by providing shade and reducing the direct sun exposure on the roof surface. The next is additional living space or storage space. So hip roofs often create additional usage space in the form of attics. So just as you can do with gable roofs, you can also provide attics on hip roofs, providing potential. It also provides a potential for expansion or storage space. Now we go to these disadvantages. Just like we said, all the roofs has its own advantages and disadvantages. The disadvantages of hip roof is, number one, the construction of a hip roof can be more complex and labor intensive compared to simpler roof designs like gable roofs. For instance, when you are constructing this roof we are looking at here, you see that you will keep cutting the roofing sheet to follow this slope. So, number one, it will increase the labor of the carpenter or the roofers who are fixing the roof. The labor charge, the work they are going to do will increase. And of course, that will lead to wastage and the rest of them. So let's go to the next advantage, is the cost. The complexity of the design and construction can make hip roofs more expensive to build and maintain compared to gable roofs. The next is limited ventilation. Hip roofs may have limited ventilation compared to gable roofs, which can impact indoor airflow and temperature regulation. For instance, we talked about the attic, where you can easily add a window on the wall of the gable roof. But in this instance, you cannot do that because it's a roof that you're seeing, unless you now introduce a kind of dormer. Then the next is maintenance challenge. Maintaining and repairing a hip roof can be more challenging and costly due to its complex structure and multiple sloping surfaces. The next disadvantage is roofing material waste. So the irregular shape of a hip roof can result in more waste when installing roofing materials, potentially increasing material cost. The final disadvantage is less light and views. So hip roofs may limit natural light and views from windows on the sides of the building due to the sloping roof design. Now, when considering a hip roof, it is essential to assess the architectural and functional requirements of the building, the climatic condition of the place the building is going to be erected, and the budget constraints posed by the hip roof. Proper design, construction, and regular maintenance can maximize the advantages and minimize the disadvantages of a hip roof. Another kind of roof of interest here is the skillion roof, also known as shed roof, monopitch roof, or single slope roof. It is a roof with a single flat or sloping surface. Just like as you can see here, this is the skillion roof. Everything slopes just to one side. Just a roof that contains one single slope to one side of the building. It is characterized by the simple design, featuring one continuous surface that slopes downwards from one side of the structure to the other. Now, let's talk about the advantages and disadvantages, because we can see that this kind of roof is becoming more in vogue these days. One, it is modern and aesthetic. Skillion roofs provide a contemporary and sleek look, making them popular in modern architectural designs. They can complement various styles from minimalistic to industrial. So it can be used in different forms of building to depict different kinds of architectural style. Two is rainwater drainage. The slope of a skillion roof allows for efficient drainage of rainwater, preventing pooling or water damage. The water easily flows off the roof, reducing the risk of leaks. You can see the slope here and how it is done. Since there are no ridges or gutters, it's easier for the water to just flow and run off to the ground. Third is ease of construction. Skillion roofs are relatively simple and cost-effective to construct compared to more complex roofs. They require fewer materials and less labor, resulting in lower overall construction cost. Just look at this. When you're constructing this roof, the quantity of wood you will use here, for instance, compared to when it was a hip roof, will be less than half. Even the roofing sheet you would have used when it was a hip and the one you will use when it is this will reduce drastically. So also goes with the kind of load you'll be giving to the structure. That also reduces drastically when you're considering a shed roof. Versatility. Skillion roofs can be easily adapted and incorporated into various building types such as homes, sheds, garages, and commercial buildings. Can use it for different kinds of buildings. They can be added to existing structures during renovations or extensions. So since it's on its own, for instance, you can want to introduce a kind of shed before an entrance door, you can just easily put a shed roof there, a skillion roof, and it will work. Then the next is solar panel installation. The slope of a skillion roof is ideal for installations installation of solar panels or solar water heaters. The angle maximizes sun exposure and energy capture, promoting energy efficiency. Next on our list is the natural light and ventilation. The slope of skillion roofs allow for the installation of large windows or clerestory windows, enhancing natural light and ventilation within the living or working space. Now we go into the disadvantages. The disadvantages of shed or skillion roofs include limited ceiling space. Skillion roofs typically have a reduced ceiling height on one side due to the slope. This limitation can affect the interior design and limit the space available for storage or installation like ceiling fans. Just look at the slope here. At this point here, is very difficult. For instance, somebody wants to enter inside the roof to repair the roof. The person cannot enter here. This place can work, but somebody cannot enter here. 2. Snow accumulation. In regions with heavy snowfalls, skillion roofs can accumulate snow and ice on the lower side. The additional weight may require proper structural design and maintenance to ensure stability and safety. 3. Exterior maintenance. The steeper slope of skeleton roofs may require more frequent maintenance, especially in areas with high winds or heavy rainfall, to ensure the roof remains watertight and in good condition. 4. Potential drainage issues. If not properly designed or installed, a skeleton roof may experience drainage issues leading to leaks, water damage, or ponding if the slope is inadequate for effective water runoff. Just worthy of note that understanding these disadvantages and advantages can help individuals make informed decisions when considering a skeleton roof for their building projects. It is important to consult with a professional architect or builder to ensure the roof design meets specific structural and functional requirements. Thank you for being with us to this point, and see you in our next one.